kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple.
I mean, you gotta turn your shit down, man. That shit loud, you got, boy. You got a good speaker, I tell you that.
Secondaries take notice because you got to stand right back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down.
ProBowl.com/vote. Voting ends tomorrow. Dallas has to have it to get the ball back. Yeah, take a look here now. This was the previous play. Wilson was clearly down. Yep. The replay pretty conclusive there. Want to let you know with 1:42 on the game clock here, and the Cardinals-Bears game only having 16 seconds remaining, you will have to flip over to your local Fox station to watch the end of the Dolphins and Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, come on. This is some bullshit.
100 and some seconds, now 92 seconds, because Dallas cannot stop the clock.
Damn it. First down Miami. Y'all can take a knee now. Take a field goal. Get the fuck out of there with a win. Over. Did he get both feet in? Look at that shit. I don't know if he got both feet in.
Still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. James. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. The first drive here, and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but a pretty good return.
Yeah, you gotta like that. They started to get a couple of first downs, establish what they want.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Good for TT, man. They had concussions, everything else. That time Miami make a run.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink.
They're like my Dolphins, baby. Just keep handling in there.
Just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off play action. James. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the field.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. James. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now James on first down. And he fires one incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. James over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive takes him down.
Should have climbed it.
8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take your field. I wish you would go for it. Cheap freaking rat. Do that shit again. Do it again. Go for it.
Throwing to start the drive. Morrow. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play.
Didn't finish his game. Maybe just timed out.
Big gainer and a first down.
Picked off. Picked off, baby. Picked off. Let's go, Jets. Jets. They don't want to see us win. They don't want to see us win, baby.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Morrow. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So you taking your 4th and 4. Change your mind, bitch. Huh?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
I got the beast. Take a look. Oh, I got the beast, you heard me?
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that they only picked up 5 yards.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
3rd and 2, right?
Me and Jeff played the first game of the season. The second game of the season. Seattle played the Jaguars. As reported. Huh? I know, but I played Jaguars second game, which is the first game because this season's over here. Yeah, I play Jaguars next week. Jaguars play Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, shit. Y'all got a game. We don't play. We lucky.
Now a first carry.
What do you mean you don't play?
Dalvin, it's James Cook.
Oh, bitch, shut. I'm gonna whoop your fucking whatchamacallit's ass. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
Call it a gain of 4. it second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go Cowboys.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
James now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on first down, Morrow. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On second down, McLeod, and he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, McLeod, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run on first down. McLeod, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off the play fake. Morrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Morrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Rocked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing to start the drive. Morrow, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Morrow. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw on 3rd down. Morrow. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Morrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a couple of first downs downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Preseason, bitch. 7-9 Cowboys.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
Oh,
and you can't afford to let this defense keep building in more momentum. They're playing awfully well and awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw is James on third down. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first
Give it back. Give me my shit back.
Games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter.
Yeah, man, your Saints ain't won a preseason game yet, bitch.
From the gun on third down. Morrow, complete to right. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 3 from the 9. Back to throw again. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Off-play action. Morrow. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Morrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Good job, guys.
A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal's coming on 4th. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas for the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Yeah, it's fine as long as they was winning.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league.
We only win no games last year.
And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on a Thursday.
With a losing record could beat you shit at any moment. You just got whipped out of Raiders.
Raiders made their way to the championship game against your ass, dummy.
No, they didn't. That was in New Orleans.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
No kind of cover one. A cover, man to man.
Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod, he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw. Morrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's James on 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
No, whoop your ass.
And this one quickly to land.
We already know that, bitch.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Josie Jewell. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is,
didn't get lucky.
can
Lucky
they finally do something because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Morrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Morrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Run through them for 2 guys. God damn it.
Back to throw. Morrow. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion.
Oh, man, how this guy get
a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Morrow. And there is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on.
But you listen to your broadcast. Shut the fuck up,
Extra
stupid.
point by Sly is up and good, and we are
Yeah,
tied
I'm
at
sure you can watch this shit
7.
anyway. I don't like neither one of you bitches. I don't like neither. That's when he come back. So he has somebody to play. Because if not, it's just me and you. This Gil gone for good. That motherfucker done defriended us.
And able to get this out to the 25.
He defriended Jeff too. He defriended all of us.
And out now come the Cowboys. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here.
Okay, go look, bitch.
Does that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback.
Stop fucking cheating!
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now
we're on a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. James. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Run, Brees.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. James. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
What a catch. Way to catch it over him.
Looking to throw. Divine. Right's got him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line.
Saw that shit?
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Davis Price calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This
get in the end zone. Get in the end zone. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
It's a 3rd and goal.
Way to take the lead,
Jets. Again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Ty Davis Price. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken
they call that slant, bitch.
Here in the 4th. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, it almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Stick it in your ass, Stick it in your ass.
Same shit.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Say stick, one say slants.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
Throwing to start the drive. Divine. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Get it.
Now
He
Joey
didn't get
Slye for the point after.
He didn't get it, baby. Make him take the field goal. Make him take the field goal. Good job. Good defense.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, James. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Devine looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. On first and 10, Devine. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
He gets this one to Davis Price. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
What?
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Surprise what?
Surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been
Oh,
on point this entire game.
Rookie.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
You know what, Merry Christmas, YouTube, bitch.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And now here come the Cowboys. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers, you would have to think. And now here is another interception. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Henley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Sullivan. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Devine. He finds his man, complete. It's right. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the defense knew what they were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. James throwing on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. This is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
What do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half. And that led them to victory.
That's ball game.
So
that's ball game, baby.
For my partner, Charles Davis.
That's how you win it.
Darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
That's going to be this sorry.
With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
What you say, Hudson?
Should be this sorry ass team anyway, bitch.
Hey, but y'all hoping I lost. Y'all niggas want me to lose. Oh, good though, bro. Way to go on the road in a hostile environment. Way to go on the road. ball game, guys. That's ball game, guys. Decline the penalty. The block in the back. Good job, Jets. Way to go, baby.
What you listening to, bitch?
Some video old lady sent me. It was done karaoke.
Just sent her some back, told you couldn't watch videos, dumbass.
Good job, Jets. Good job. Way to start the season. Way to start the season, baby. We advance to next week. Oh, somebody here ready to advance? Or we was the last one to play. Let me see. We ready?
Jeff probably ain't hit it because you gotta cut players.
This is week 1, huh?
As soon as you cut
One of
players,
the
yeah.
regular season over here. You gotta cut players over in BC in BC1, not 5. We cut players already.
Oh, well, he ain't finished his game. He's getting his ass whooped, so he didn't finish.
Yeah.
Put it on pause for a minute.
This week 1, baby. It's the regular season. Good
He
job, baby. Good job. Way to start the season. J-E-T-S.
Somebody get a win between two winless teams, me or him.
Hey, that's why we make the playoffs. You don't.
Send him a message saying I'm available tonight.
Oh, we make the playoffs. You don't. All right, let me play this preseason game, man. Saints preseason. Who the Saints playing? Saints and Broncos. I should have a thing already in my photo with them already, I think. Or do I? Yep. No, I don't. Thought I did in my imaging. Saints Jets. Saints Texas. I don't have what Saints Broncos. Saints Giants Panthers. Alright, let me get one. Saints Broncos. Broncos versus Saints. Images. Pause this here. Alright, so here. Let them there. Is that one there, bam. Alright, let's go Saints.
Oh boy.